11 o'clock on a beautiful day. Must be at least 70 degrees, and our Holly Bear, our 2-year-old, is out and about already. She beat me to the 11 o'clock program. For those of you on the observation deck, it's great to see the young kids here today, but a lot of noise on the deck will cause our bears possibly to move into the woods, and that wouldn't be any fun for anybody. So keep that in mind, children. I know you're here for the birthday party. If you didn't know, it's birthday party day today for our bears, and there'll be some activities starting, in about a half an hour. Welcome to the Bear Center on this great day. NABC pipe with a couple holes. And why do we do this? Well, bears in captivity need mental and physical stimulation, and they certainly get plenty of stimulation walking in these natural 2.5-acre woods here that we have in at the North American Bear Center. For those of you on the observation deck or even down below, once you see the tree line there behind the falls, it's hill stimulation, going back there, playing, climbing trees, and just having a good time, taking a nap. But we bring them out to give them a little challenge every once in a while, in fact 3 times a day. What Holly is demonstrating is some skills that she would need if she was in the wild. Like a rotten log, she has to use her front claws to tear apart a rotten log because she smells an ant colony. And is she really interested in the ants? No. It's the immature ants that she's interested in, which gives a wild bear protein. Holly Bear, her story is that she was born in 2013 in January, and she was born in the state of Arkansas. And you say, well, my gosh, Arkansas is a long ways away. How did she ever get here? Well, she was born of a wild mother, and she was separated by a wildfire in Arkansas, and a family actually picked her up as an orphan cub. And they tried to raise her in a family environment, and I'm sure they had good intentions, but that's not something we would ever recommend you do, to pick up a potential wild animal cub in this case and try to raise them in a family environment. It just doesn't work very well, and it's not the best for the animal. In any event, the Arkansas Fish and Game heard about it. They confiscated her and took her to a rehab facility in Tennessee. She spent a little time there, and she was deemed non-releasable back into the wild. And when that happens, there aren't many choices left for a bear. We heard about her situation and decided we wanted her here at the Bear Center. So we got her in December of 2013 as an 11-month-old cub, and she has just been a delight to work with ever since. As you can tell, she is a black bear, but she's also got some brown along her spine. If you look, especially you folks up on the deck, you can see some brown coming through. And that's really her undercoat she's beginning to shed. All our bears here at the Bear Center still have their winter coat. So I suspect throughout the day, if it's going to get 70 or 80 degrees, I suspect they'll be in the pond at least sometime this afternoon. Holly Bear has just got a great personality, and I got to tell you, the month of June is a special month, not only for birthdays, but it is the month for estrus for females here in the Bear Center. We have a 19-year-old female. Her name is Honey, and she went into estrus approximately 10 days ago. So one of our male bears, Ted Bear, is kind of taken a fancy to that, and she's kind of taken a fancy to Ted. Now Holly, who the one is out right now, she's only 2. And we really weren't sure if she was going to go into estrus or not. Well, it's been confirmed as of yesterday, yes, little Holly is in estrus. Well, now how did we figure that out? Well, we figured that out, at least at first, by our other male, Lucky's behavior toward Holly. Lucky is our 8-year-old male, and him and Holly are good friends, and they play and they have a good time. But Lucky demonstrated different behavior and different intentions here the last few days with little Holly. And so Holly gave us an opportunity to take a look at her, and it is clear that she is in estrus. So we have 2 females in estrus, which changes the dynamics of our entire 2.5 acres here at the North American Bear Center. It changes behavior a lot, and it changes how they work with us, shall we say. Now, Holly just was about 5 feet from the scale. She stepped on the scale there. That's a 3-sided box. And we weigh our bears here on a regular basis, roughly every week, to maintain a proper, healthy diet, not only in the type of food, but the quantity of food each bear eats. I want to talk about some of the activities that happen only once a year here at the Bear Center, just once a year for under an hour, about 45 minutes actually, and that is our half birthday party. As I said about a half hour ago on the mic, is that bears are born in January, and January in Ely is really a nice place to be, but the bears are sleeping, a lot of snow, and it's usually pretty cold. So we'd hate to have our bears miss their birthday party by hibernating, so we have their half birthday party in the month of June. And we've picked today, Saturday. We're going to have some human events going on here right after this 11 o'clock program. And of course, for our visitors who aren't aware, safety is always first, especially for our bears as well as the humans. Holly Bear will be going into her smaller pen here shortly. And we will have about 45 minutes of really fun human activities, and I'll give you a quick rundown of what's going to happen. Just a little laundry list for those of you that haven't heard. We're going to have a duck race in the pond. We're going to have 4 ducks, and their names are going to be Ted, Lucky, Honey, and Holly. And the hot rumor is we're going to have a gator. There's a hot rumor that there's a gator coming. Don't know anything about that, but I think there's going to be a gator with 4 ducks. Then we're going to have some volunteers, and our interns here that work at the Bear Center are going to prepare a bear dinner. And presentation is important. We're going to have a judging of bear talk, bear grunts. We're going to have moving bears as a challenge. How well can interns and volunteers move bears from point A to point B. Last but not least, we're going to have a pie eating contest, and I think it may be official. They're all going to be berry pies or fruit pies. None of them really fattening pies that fill you up real fast. And then, of course, what's most important is our bears will be getting their piñatas. And the voting is still going on for the bears and their piñatas. You've got not a lot of time left, $5, bear.org, and you can select which bear you want to get which piñata, and that will all happen after the human events take place. But I'm going to turn the mic over here just a moment to our MC of the afternoon, Mo McKibbage from Duluth, Minnesota, will be emceeing the event. And if there are any disputes, and I'm sure there won't be any because we've got ironclad rules, if there happen to be any disputes, Mo will have the final say and the arbitrator of all disputes, and there is no appeal process. So, Scott's up here on the deck. I think it's a bribe. He's talking very closely and quietly to Mo, and I just want to make sure everybody knows that the Senior Director of Operations could be bribing the judge. Well, anyhow, I think that's in the rules somewhere that you can't do that. But Scott said he read the rules very carefully, and it's not in there. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Mo for a minute, and he will, you'll get a chance to hear his voice, and we'll go from there. We will be moving Holly back into her pen, and we'll be clearing the deck for some fun human activities. Mo, take it away.
Thank you, JT, and welcome everybody out there. Things will be getting underway relatively soon, and we're doing this just as much as a sound check as anything, because my voice is a little bit different than JT's. So if things are a little bit out of whack, just send JT a text and tell her I can move the mic closer or away, obviously. But anyway, we'll see you in a little bit, and we're looking forward to it. And thank you so much for the Pond Chatters for tuning in, and we're going to have some fun today. Okay.